I guess I got something going. I've been working on the computer for forever. Caught me with a cigarette. Don't want to see that. As a pre-claimer, this is probably going to be a little sad. I'm going to start this again. Okay. Hi, it's me. I'm here because I want to tell you about what's going on a little bit. I plan to move out, and my friend is helping me. We have a bedroom here, mine. Angel has a master bed waiting for her. The day we were going to move, she decided to rebel, and she took some medication, ended up in the hospital. I thought she would be okay, I guess. Transition, maybe, come visit me, check it out, see what it's like to not live. Well, we were living with my mom and dad for a while because I have epilepsy. I got hit in the head with a golf club, and it really, it affects me, my memory, my words. That's why I stop a lot, because I have to think. I want to show you my daughter, and I want you to understand that no, anything that she has said, it's not quite correct, except for the things that are really nasty. No, that never happened. That is, excuse my French, bullshit. So I believe that it's just her way of trying to get her way to stay at Grandma and Poppy's, and she needs to be with her mom, who's me. I'm not perfect, but my mother is not perfect, and my father is abusive. My mother's punched me in the face right after I got hit in the head with a golf club. She just doesn't like me. My dad, I don't know, he's like, he never used to be like this, and now he's like, weird. He's really mean, angry, and, it's scary to be around him. I have the videos on there showing how he treated my son, and you can see those, whatever, but, basically, this is my daughter, right here. That's Angel. See, name Angel. Isn't she beautiful? This is her too. That's with our dog Roxy. Or no, that's Bella. We had so many dogs. This is her too. Being creative. Things I bought her. She was beautiful. And this is me and my son and my daughter when she was a baby. And they're both gorgeous. I'm proud of them both. This is my daughter today. Notice she's not really smiling. She's kind of smiling for the camera, but not really. The normal face she has on has no smile. She calls it bitch face. She's proud of it. As her mom, I don't think that's right. And when I lived there, I wasn't allowed to discipline my children. I wasn't allowed to take away their video games, their phone, their computer, anything. I wasn't allowed to discipline them. I didn't use corporal punishment, so that was my only way to try. They would lock the door from me, from my children, to keep me from doing things to discipline them when they were disrespectful, misbehaving, and then my son started his drug habit, which they blame his problems. They didn't ever acknowledge his drug habit, because if he had a drug problem, then it wouldn't have been my fault. So anything he did, they just blamed it on me, which was induced by his drugs. He ended up in the hospital multiple times. One time, my father... so weird. The police were there. And I'm telling them he just took 90 of my 2 milligram Xanax pills. And I'm showing them the empty bottle. My father's debating with them about me being crazy. That no, I just fight with my son. And I got him on video after my father sent them away, sent away the paramedics, sent away the police, said it was all me because I just argue with him for no reason at all. And they went away. I got him on video saying that he did take the medication and that he did want to die. I called the police back and I said, you aren't going to listen to me? Okay? Don't listen to my father? You got to watch this video. Next thing I know, my son is hospitalized for a week in a mental institution because of the drug that he took. He could have died. And my father, he doesn't even acknowledge anything like that. Anyways, this isn't about my dad. It's about my daughter. I want my daughter back. And I want her, and I will fight for her to the bitter end. They are, from the moment I left, there was nothing they had on me. They had nothing on me. Nothing. They couldn't say a damn thing about me except I had epilepsy. So they decided to make up shit. And that is some really nasty stuff. And there's some things in there they just exaggerated. And of course there's some truths. I'm not perfect. But my answers to all of that were pages and pages and pages long. I put my daughter and my son through private school for years at a Christian school that I was very, very proud to be able to put them in. I spent every penny I had, every single penny I had that month, for every month, and it went to their tuition. My income went down, the tuition went up. I wasn't able to continue, but the school, they let them finish out the school year. My daughter graduated from kindergarten there in a kindergarten cap and gown. That doesn't happen at regular kindergartens. I wanted them to continue. My parents were like, no, we're not paying, whatever. Then they started telling everybody that they would say, oh, we couldn't afford it anymore. Excuse me, who the fuck is we? They never put a penny into their school. They never helped me try to keep them in the school. My church actually had paid their tuition, I think, for 2 months. And they tell everybody that, no, they couldn't afford it anymore. Anything I would try to do, like buy my daughter her phone and put it on my account, nope. They'd interject. It had to be on their account. I didn't want to offend my dad, so I was like, alright, whatever. My mother didn't want to even take me to her doctor's appointments when she was sick, and I was like, I'm going. You know, she's my daughter. I'm going with you. I don't drive, by the way, because of the epilepsy. My mother she would sign my name at my doctor's appointment. She'd sign my name on the paperwork, and I caught her. And the doctor just about reamed the receptionist person, and I don't think she did that again. She hid my HUD card that I received about 2 years after I first got there, so that I wouldn't be able to leave with my kids. And then she really wanted me out because she can't stand me, but she wanted my kids. Now that I'm able to have my daughter with me, my son is now 19, he's an adult. When we get things together, yes, I hope he's with us if he chooses. But she's only 13, and she's mine. And I'm not being selfish about that. I'm just saying that it's up to me to show her how to eat right. Her cholesterol is off the charts. She's not healthy. It's up to me to tell her how to be presentable. Not talking about how she looks, she's beautiful. I'm saying how she speaks to people. How she, you know, I mean, one day she's going to want to get a job or anything like that, and she can't just be so introverted. And I'm not trying to just change her, I just want to help her because she's growing and she has no guidance. My mother just does nothing but throw money and material things at her. She lies. I know she's been into drugs. I've raised her as a born-again Christian. I hope she's made that decision, but my son, who is very, 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 very versed in the Bible, and he's very versed with Chuck Missler and Chuck Smith, and he knows pretty much about the Word. He's very upset because she's been playing with Ouija boards and things like that since I left. Things I'd never allow. And my mother knows it. My mother used to buy her monster stuff, and I really didn't like it. And she'd continue to do it just to get to me. I don't believe in tarot cards, Ouija boards, magic balls, all of that stuff. She got her a like this ball. It's not a ball, it was a skull with a bow on it, but it told you the future. And I was just like, no. I didn't even let her get it out of the box. I would not give it to another child. Threw it in the trash. My mother, I don't know what she did with it, but she got it out or something. But my daughter probably has it now. I'm really, 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 I'm torn apart. I want to die. I know that sounds really bad and exaggerated, and oh my gosh, why was she, people go through this or whatever. No. They're tearing apart my life. Not just with my daughter, but the things that they're saying can affect my working. It can affect all types of stuff. I've been listed with the FBI. I've been a teacher. I've been a computer technician. I've been an actress. I've been all types of stuff. And they are trying to ruin me because they're trying anything they can to keep my daughter, no matter what it is. And then they keep asking my son, why do I keep going back to court? Like I'm some piece of shit. That's my daughter. That's my baby. I raised my son the way I wanted to, except I wasn't allowed to discipline him when he should have been. But thank God, teach the child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it, and he's well. My daughter, however, I'm really worried about. I guess that's about as much as I can say right now. I feel really alone. And I'm really scared, and I feel like, why is God putting me through this? And I hurt because I don't have parents anymore. I just have enemies that are trying to affect me and attack me. And then I think, oh, if anything could be forgiven and everything, okay, but they will never accept me for who I am. And they will never like me. My mom won't, I know that. And my dad's so far gone, I'm not sure what's going on. My son thinks he's going to go soon. So we used to have a good relationship until this. And it's all about what my mother wants, because my mother gets what she wants. But not this time. No. They're messing with a mama bear, and they're gonna get the claws. The things that I have on video, of course, are now out on YouTube. The courts, they've already seen my dad's behavior. They don't like it. And there's just so much going wrong. when it should just be going right, all right. And I feel like it's because of them and because she's stubborn. But you know what? She should have just known, you know, that sometimes you do things you don't want to do. They dragged me across the country from here to Georgia, Utah, and that frickin' weirdo religious... I mean, I love God and I'm religious in a certain way. I'm talking, they're freaky, okay? Bullying, all that stuff that people are talking about for kids, nothing compared to going to a Utah high school as a non-Mormon, a Mexican, born-again Christian from California, and you're not ugly. Try that one. That's bullied. Yeah, I was very suicidal back then, and I just didn't even want to come out of my room because of the way they were. My parents were like, they didn't care, because they had their friends from California that worked with Delta Airlines and all that bullshit that made us move there. And they didn't care about me or my feelings or anything like that. My friends were on Days of Our Lives. And it's not right. I wanted to stay in California. I asked my aunt to stay with her. They said, no, you go with your parents. That's your mom. Do they not remember that? My daughter goes with me. I'm her mom. I'll be back. I just want to see what you guys think. I know it's hard to make any snap judgments. You don't know me. You don't know them. She needs to be with me. I love that little girl, that young lady. I cry every single night. I can't sleep. I wake up in panic attacks. I need my daughter back. I need her with me so that I can raise her the way that I believe she should be raised. Not in a place where the only thing that matters is money and TVs and computers. And, you know, the first time that she gets hurt by a boy, my dad's going to give her the same answer he gave me. Why are you crying? I'm done with you. I'm washing my hands of you. Leave me alone. I'm watching football. Football. Well, you know what? You can shove a football. That's how I feel. He does that to my son, too, about football. Everything's more important when football's not on. When football's on, you could stand there dying, and he don't care. I know, I've ceased, and he don't care. I just want my daughter, and if I don't get her, I'll keep going. We'll keep going to court. We'll keep going to court. And I hope this doesn't affect her too much. I mean, I know it is, but if it... I mean, they have her in counseling from the day that that happened in March. She hasn't spent any time with me. Even freaking weird, bad, abusive people, mean men, get visitation with their daughters. I haven't done anything. They haven't proven anything. They say they're proving shit, and they have nothing. I'm fighting that too, because that's part of the stuff that they're trying to attack me with, to try to keep my daughter. And they don't care how evil they're being. They don't care that I was willing to let her stay there and work something out just so that she was happy. They want to stab me and stab me and stab me in the back as much as they possibly can. Names are Francis and Peter Mercado in Garden Grove. Not too nice people. My brothers are abusive. They've always been 10 years older. And now they're using my brothers to try to physically intimidate me, mentally intimidate me anytime that I have to come across them, whether it's in court or trying to get my things from the house. They put them there. Well, my judge didn't like that. Said, why would you put somebody that's going to be angry in charge? And she didn't like that. I really didn't even expect it, but I wasn't surprised. Only one of them has been, like, physically abusive to me. The other one I love and adore, but he doesn't have a clue about what's going on. He has no idea. He was not living there. He has no idea what happened to me, but physically he has no clue. I'm doing so much better now. I was 86 pounds, guys. 86 pounds when I was super, super sick with the epilepsy. Laying in the bed night after night, losing more weight, not drinking water, not being hydrated, not eating food, and they didn't care. I call that neglect. Okay, I was a disabled person dying in a bed. Neglect. Took all my strength to make myself, force myself to try to be healthy because I knew I was going to die. I was in the hospital so many times. I'm better now. I'm like 120 pounds, 5'1". Oh no, I'm 5 foot. I want my baby. And Angel, if you're watching this, I want you to know I'm not angry at you. I love you more than anything in the world, even my life, which is why I feel so bad. I want you to have the best of everything, which is why I gave you everything. You complained about me buying contact lenses because with the check I received. Honey, don't you remember the $40, the $80, the $100 you'd get every single month? And I would say just get what you need, get what you want, because Grandma would make sure that me and you never got to the mall together, that she did it. She would take you to go get your bras and panties, and we discussed which ones you wanted, and she'd still make sure you had the grandma ones, right? I'm not mad at you, baby. I just want this to stop, and I want you to be with me, and I want you to love me like I love you. I want you to understand that I may have epilepsy, and it comes and goes, but I'm okay. I'm away from them. I'm away from the stress of them, and you need to be with me. Everything will stay. You go to your same school. You just need to be with me, babe. If you want to take your stuff, take it with you. But by God's laws, you should be raised by me. And there's so many things that I do differently, and you think I'm strict, and you're right, I am strict. But I'm not mean, and I'm not abusive, and you know that. I love you, and I want you to understand that when people are sick, they're not so happy, and I've been a lot happier, but I've been a lot more sad, because I don't know what to do or how to breathe without you. I don't know how to breathe. So, honey, please, whatever you do, please try to find a way to fix this. Because I'm going to be going to court, and all this stuff is going to be terrible for both of us. And it's not right. I love you, Angel. I love you, Angel Cosette. I'm praying for you. I know that sounds so cliche in your mind, or dramatic, or whatever, but I know that only God can have something to do with this, because I know Satan's really, really trying, and he won't win. No, no, no. I didn't put up with you screaming as a little tiny baby for years for nothing. And I did nothing to prevent your screaming and crying, because I knew that was just you. Like you said, it was ridiculous. You know what I'm talking about. I love you. And I hate to say it like this, but it's true. I'll see you in court, because that's the only place they let me see you. I love you, baby. Okay, I love you. And I'm not giving up. Ever.